You're ready, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what's up, my nerds?
I'm Arabear.
And I'm Chasen, and you're just in time for your weekly dose of nerd news.
Today is...
You were ready.
Clink.
Clink.
Today is Friday, April 7th, and this is what happened this week. Buckle up, because there's a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to start off with event news. We're going a little out of order because there was Star Wars Celebration that has started today. And here are the announcements from Star Wars Celebration.
So, we have 3 new live-action Star Wars movies brought to you by some heavy hitters. First is James Mangold, who is behind Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Wolverine, and Logan. And, of course, our main man, Dave Filoni, the king of Star Wars. According to some, you know, I'd throw my hat in there. He is one of the kings, I'd say. But he's behind Star Wars, Clone Wars, Rebels, Mandalorian,
Boba Fett.
Book of Boba.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, just
basically anything new in Star Wars.
If you think of the new Star Wars stuff that's on TV,
Disney Plus.
Yeah, you're thinking of
Dave
Filoni.
Filoni.
This will be his first live-action film, though, so super excited about that. Super excited. And Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy, should have looked that up, but if you know who I'm talking about, forgive me for butchering the name. She's a female director, producer, writer who was born in Pakistan, and you may know her work of Miss Marvel. She has done other things, but Miss Marvel may be the one that you're familiar with.
So Daisy Ridley will be reprising her role as Rey for one of these 3 films. I'm not sure which one, because these 3 films are going to be set during different times, but she's going to be in a film that's going to be set after the Rise of Skywalker. I will not reveal more news about what she will be doing in that film.
Be sure to look into it for yourself if you're interested. And Ahsoka has released an official trailer, which we have both seen. We saw it separately, and I saw your reaction. I mean, I heard your reaction. I didn't know what you were watching. But as soon as I started watching it, this is what she was watching. It's incredible. But you can be the judge for yourself. Check it out if you're a fan. But the official trailer has dropped. The show will release in August 2023. So
have a while
a little
to
bit of a wait. But man, oh man, I'm excited.
At the celebration, they also released a clip of Mandalorian, the next episode, season 3, episode 7. I did not watch the clip because I'm just going to wait until Wednesday to see what there was.
Yeah, yep. But hey, if you're interested, definitely check that out. And Andor Season 2 is coming. So much good stuff. So that's going to be coming possibly in August of next year, August 2024. So a bit of a wait on that one too. But sounds like we have some other things that we can look forward to.
Star Wars Acolyte, which is going to be a movie that is set prequels, is going to be coming to Disney Plus 2024. Those involved with the show came to Star Wars Celebration, and they shared some information about the show, what to look forward to, and they described it as a Frozen meets Kill Bill sort of thing.
A lot of cool, interesting things coming for Star Wars, man, oh man. I know, so for that one, it's set in the High Republic for people who know about the Star Wars timeline. The High Republic, and I even heard that there's some Old Republic stuff coming, so a lot of cool stuff.
Maybe we'll see Revan.
Maybe. And Star Wars Skeleton Crew does not have a release date, but the first trailer has been released for that. Neither one of us have seen it. I think I might check it out after we record this. There's just so much to do. We couldn't get to all of it, but Skeleton Crew has a trailer.
Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni during Star Wars Celebration discussed some of the choices that they made in one of the Mandalorian episodes. If you want to see more about that, check out the interview because it kind of spoils the show.
So make sure you're caught up with the show before you take a look at that. I mean, obviously that's what you want to do, but be sure you do that. And a new trailer for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny has been released. So people who are interested, definitely check that out.
And that was at Star Wars Celebration as well, because it's part of Lucasfilms, it's part of the family, so it's not just Star Wars stuff, but that is something else that they released. So that was all the things that they announced. Well, not all the things, but all the things we're going to talk about that they announced at Star Wars Celebration. Unfortunately, some other related Star Wars news. Angie Mayhew, who's the wife of Peter Mayhew, passed away this past week.
And Peter Mayhew, of course, the original Chewbacca from the original trilogy. So, yeah. Moving on to movies.
Movies.
Okay, Disney.
There's a lot here, too.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of trailers.
Chock full.
Just get a pen and paper, write down the trailers.
Might even want some popcorn to get you through. You can pause it, go get some popcorn, come back. But Disney has made it official that the latest Indiana Jones installment, Dial of Destiny, will be, Harrison Ford's and the franchise's final film. So it's going to release June 30th. And just know going into it, that's going to be, as far as Disney is concerned, the final Indiana Jones film for the franchise.
So The Little Mermaid has released a trailer this past week. And in it, they changed the lyrics to Kiss the Girl. Mm-hmm. For anybody who is a Disney fan knows, for obvious reasons. It was also reported that they have changed the lyrics to Poor Unfortunate Souls, which is Ursula's song, where she is basically saying, I'm going to take Ariel's voice away because, she's saying, I'm going to take Ariel's voice away. But there's some lines in there that...
Some troubling lines,
I guess. Some troubling lines that may not make young girls feel good about themselves.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, speaking of live action movies, Lilo and Stitch, the Lilo and Stitch live action movie has found their Lilo. I haven't seen pictures, but you tell me that.
She is adorable.
Adorable. Adorable was the word.
Yeah.
Okay. So, exciting stuff.
Yes, that's exciting stuff. So Moana apparently wants to jump in on that. Well, not Moana. The Rock, it seems, wants to jump in on the game.
Live action game?
Make a live action Moana. So The Rock had a video of his cute little daughters where they were on the beach in Hawaii, and they were announcing that they will be making a live action Moana. Oddly enough, The Rock is producing it. And I'm guessing will have a very prominent role. The movie came out in 2016. I think it was 2016 or 2018. It hasn't been that long. I don't know that we need a live action this soon. Like, are we seriously going to go through every single Disney movie and make a live action?
Now, I will say this. If there's going to be a live action movie, The Rock needs to play Maui. Because The Rock is Maui in real life. He just is. He ain't getting any younger, okay?
Well, here's the thing. Does there need to be a live action movie of a movie that was... Do we need the same movie that we just saw not even 10 years ago?
Did we need a live action Last of Us game? Did we need a live action show? I'm saying, hey, you just talked about Little Mermaid. We just talked about Lilo and Stitch.
But those are older.
Yeah. Is there a time limit?
Yes.
What's the time limit?
I feel that there is. At least 20 years.
Okay.
Because then, you're reprising or, you're bringing it back up and it's let's refresh it. Because Little Mermaid clearly is out of date. The songs are out of date and Little Mermaid is doing stuff. It's bringing... African American actress changing up roles or changing up the roles and making it so that there's more people who look like me who have someone to look forward to or someone to look at who looks like them. Little Mermaid, I feel like, needs to be made.
Sure.
Some of the other live actions, Aladdin, it had some brown people in it. That needed to be made. Lilo and Stitch...
Sure, why not?
It's older. It has some brown people in it. It's from a different culture than all the other movies. Moana is from the exact same place as Lilo and Stitch, or at
True.
least it seems to be the same culture.
I think it's the same general area.
It's the same general area. And yes, it is more brown people.
Yes, it is. On that point that you just made, more brown people, more
But
representation.
we just saw the movie. Like,
That's
we
true.
just had this movie.
That's true. But this is shedding the light and creating an opportunity for them to not necessarily have to, I don't want to say force, but change a lot of characters to create more opportunities for representation, like in Little Mermaid and some others. The representation is already there. They're just bringing it to the live action screen so they can bring in people. Hopefully they cast correctly and they cast people from the islands and native people. It's just an opportunity to bring that representation. And yes, some may call it a cash grab, but I say bring it. I say let's do it. You say don't. We'll, and I'm not saying it's going to be the best movie out there, but if they're making a live action Lilo and Stitch, I want to see The Rock as Maui. I want to see that. I want to see him singing that song on
Then
screen.
watch Moana.
No, that's not The Rock. I want to see The Rock
Maui
on screen.
is The Rock.
That's what I'm saying
Same.
too. Maui is The Rock. So bring him to the live action screen.
I'm even fairly sure that Maui lifted his eyebrow at one point,
Probably.
like The Rock.
And, they're going to be... I'm looking forward to it. You're not.
I mean, I'll watch it, of course.
Right.
I'll sing along with the songs, of course. But I don't know if there's going to be anything new in this movie.
It's
other than the
possibly true.
fact that they're
It's live
live
action.
people than before.
And, yeah. And we mentioned we have a lot of news and we can't spend a lot of time diving into different things. But, it's going to be what it's going to be. Yeah.
You're next.
Yes, I am. First, a sip of water. To that lively debate. I like it. Now let's move right along to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Is that what's next? Yes. Guardians of the Galaxy have released a trailer and a featurette, a behind-the-scenes featurette that's also advertising the movie. And that movie is set to release in May of 2023. So if you're interested, be sure to check out that trailer and this featurette that's going to advertise the movie and give you a behind-the-scenes look at some stuff.
Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumanium is going to be available to purchase digitally April 18th, which means it will not be coming to Disney Plus on April. I said April 15th, April 18th. It won't be coming to Disney Plus. You'll be purchasing it on April 18th. You can purchase a Blu-ray or a DVD copy on May 16th.
Also on April 18th, Blue Beetle is going to be coming to, August 18th. They both start with A and they look similar.
You should have just started with the name of the franchise.
Well, you know what?
Let's do it. Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle, man. I'm not editing any of this.
Yeah.
So here we go. Blue Beetle is set to release on August 18th of this year. Yeah, 2023. And they've dropped a trailer. So if you're interested in that, take a look. It's like 3 minutes long, so be prepared.
Take a long seat.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is when all the trailers hit. So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, so what happened is we were playing our new game, Avatar, the
Rise
of Fire Nation Rising. Yeah, we were playing Avatar Fire Nation Rising. And like all these trailers just kept coming up and I kept looking behind me and the trailers were really long.
Yeah.
Like all of the trailers are long, like 3 minute, 2.5 minute mini movies.
Yeah.
And they were just all playing
while we were listening to music in the background on YouTube. So.
Yes. So anyway, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has released a trailer that's almost 3 minutes long. It will be coming out June 2nd.
And Shazam is available to stream today after just 3 weeks at the box office. So if you're interested, you can catch that. Did we say where it's streaming?
Nope.
Somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yes, Shazam 2, now streaming.
Joker sing-along movie. I don't know the name of it. But I do know the name of it. I just don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
So the Joker sing-along movie has finished up filming and the director, as like a celebration, has released 2 new photos from the movie of Harley Quinn and Joker.
Oh. Very, very cool.
I think it's Pour les Deux. Is the name of it?
All right.
Joker Pour les Deux.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. And Super Mario Brothers has had a strong start at the box office, which is great to hear. More than $120 million made internationally, and that's just for the first 2 days. So it's pretty popular. It's doing pretty well.
So Illumination, which is the company or studio behind Super Mario Brothers, Despicable Me, The Grinch, Secret Life of Pets, Sing, and Minions movie, has announced that they are making another movie called Migration, which will be flocking to theaters December 22nd, 2023. And it's a movie about, I think the type of bird is called a mallard.
Okay.
It's green and yellow.
Yeah,
And,
like a duck
Yeah.
type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're migrating. Looks interesting.
All right.
Oh, but they have a teaser trailer for that movie.
Okay. And it's December 22nd. Okay. Well, Shrek 5 sounds like it's going to be a thing. Now, nobody signed any contracts or anything yet, but they're working really hard to get the original cast back for this latest installment of Shrek 5. And there's even talks right now. There's just some interest about a potential Donkey spinoff. Based on the popularity of Puss in Boots. So, yeah, Shrek fans can start getting a little excited. And like I said, nothing has been signed, no contracts or anything, but they're working toward a Shrek 5.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, I'm just thinking of Donkey's story, because I was like, does Donkey have that much going on? But he has like 9 little
donkey babies, donkey dragon babies.
Dragon babies.
Yeah.
So I guess he does have a lot going on. But I don't know how funny he is on his own without Shrek. Because for me, it was
that interaction.
The interaction between him and Shrek.
Yeah, the Donkey's a strong character, and he's so there's no denying that he's a strong character, but he's a really strong side character, and that's what I was thinking when I was reading the article as well. Was Donkey's really good when he's playing off of someone, so to have his own movie.
I feel like he would need somebody level
to play off of.
Yeah. And that's a lot of things that, well, no, because I was thinking of Mushu. He was playing off of Mulan, which is another one of his like iconic roles.
Yeah.
But then he has other iconic roles, but I don't know how good they were.
That's true.
Barbie trailer 2. The second trailer for Barbie has come out. That was another one of those trailers that was playing in the background.
That's right, yeah.
Did not see it.
But if you are interested, you should watch it. I didn't see it either. I heard it's really good though. The trailer, and it's exciting.
I see a lot of people talking about it online.
Yeah. So, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is off to a strong start as well. Really good box office reviews for a lot of these movies. But speaking of reviews, Dungeons and Dragons had a lot of really good reviews in the previews, and those reviews are still going strong. So they're hoping for more strong weeks in the future. So they were on track for the estimates that they made, which is always good news. But they're looking forward to a stronger couple of weeks moving forward.
Donnie Yen has a new movie called Sakura, which is based on a novel called Demigods and Semi-Devils. I think it's a novel that is written by a Chinese writer or author.
I think I saw that too.
Yeah. But he has a trailer for the movie. I believe he's directing it, but he also stars in it.
Yeah.
So it has a little bit of magic and a lot of Donnie Yen.
Martial arts, yeah. So if you are a fan of martial arts movies, like Punch 'Em Up movies, check it out. Like if you're a fan of Donnie Yen's, it looks like it's another
Donnie
banger.
Yen movie. It'll be coming to select theaters April 14th, and it'll be available digitally April 18th.
I might need to check that out.
Yeah.
Digitally. But Aquaman 2 has had some change in dates. So it was set to be released on Christmas of this year, but they moved it earlier, 5 days, to be released on December 20th in theaters. So Aquaman 2 fans are going to get the movie a few days sooner.
And speaking of Jason Momoa, he will be starring in a Minecraft movie, which was announced to be released April of 2025.
Yeah.
However, that's really far in the future, so that
It's
date
in the
might
works.
change.
Yeah, it's in the works.
Because I remember the Aquaman date for both Aquaman men has changed
Really?
a lot. Like, I wrote it on my calendar. Like, I think I wrote Aquaman 2 on my calendar, like, last year or something. Like, the dates changed a lot.
The date is changing. Okay. That's all I'm saying. All right, and in TV news.
TV.
A Lando Calrissian series is still in the works, according to Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy. And there are even talks of bringing Donald Glover into the mix as Lando. Donald Glover even mentioned that he's really interested in the project, but nothing's official. But both Kathleen and Donald Glover have acknowledged that they're thinking about that. They're trying to see if they can work toward that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I like Donald.
Yeah.
And I liked him as Lando. So
Yeah.
I'd watch a show about Donald Glover as Lando, for sure.
You know he's gonna be in a
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
I did
As
hear
a
that.
villain.
Yeah. He kind of played a thug in one of the movies, and I know there was a lot of talk of him as Spider-Man once upon a time. So yeah, I like the attention that he's getting.
Yep. Yeah. Muppets are coming out with a new show on Disney Plus. It's called Muppet Mayhem, and it looks like it's the band, like following the band, the Muppets or whatever. The Muppet.
Oh, Animal.
Animal, yeah.
Okay.
There was a teaser trailer that was released, and it said that all the episodes would be streaming May 10th on Disney Plus. So according to that, I believe they will be dropping all of the episodes on the same date instead of
Netflix style?
Yes. Instead of doing episode by episode,
Week
which
by
is
week.
what Disney Plus typically does. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. That's if that's true, I wonder if they're testing it out with that show to see if that's a model that they want to do in the future.
I don't think they are.
I wouldn't test it out with that show if they were, but
Yeah, I think they're just doing it because they probably know that this show is not going to be as popular as some of
their other shows that they're doing week to week.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, Nick Fury fans may be interested to know that Secret Invasion is coming to Disney Plus on June 21st, and a trailer has dropped. Looks super action-packed. You've seen it. We both saw it. Yeah, we saw it together. So check that out. Like I said, Nick Fury is going to be in this one. And if that excites you, check it out. What?
I guess I'm usually like this with shows like that, where it's like spy or whatever. I'm generally confused throughout the movie and throughout the show, throughout the trailer. I was generally confused by what was happening, but I was like, I'm still going to watch it.
Right.
But
it's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah.
The espionage.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what's going on behind the scenes.
That's usually not my gig.
Yeah.
Like, I usually prefer the superheroes. I'll basically be watching for when they name drop a superhero.
Yeah.
My Adventures with Superman has had its first teaser trailer. It will be coming out this summer on Adult Swim and HBO Max, and it will be an animated show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It looks like that one's following Superman, Lois Lane, and Jimmy. So, should be cool. Manifest is going to be releasing its fourth and final season on Netflix. It's going to be released on June 2nd. A trailer has been released. I said released like 3 times. Well, anyway. Trailer for Manifest looks like the final series or final season is coming your way. So check out the trailer if you want to get caught up.
Do you remember Manifest?
I do. Right? That was the that was the one that was a little too heavy.
It was too intense.
It's too close to home.
For me.
It's like, whoa, wait a minute. They're talking about some real things, man. I watched the show to escape, okay?
Yeah. But I mean, other than like, I was interested in the story, but like, it was too much for me to handle stress-wise, and I think emotionally for you it was too much.
Like, I am seeing myself in that character a little too much, so click.
Let me go spend some more time with my wife.
Play some video games together as a unit. And remember how much we love each other and appreciate each other. Yeah. But if it's your thing, check it out.
So in event news, Norman Reynolds has passed away. He's the Oscar-winning production designer behind Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was 89, and Steven Spielberg once said that he was the creative core of the franchise.
Yeah, and with all the recent news about Star Wars and Indiana Jones, it's sad to hear.
I'm wondering if they're gonna put
some sort of
something
tribute
at the beginning of Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
Dial of Destiny.
That would be cool.
It would be cool.
I mean, it's always nice to have those nods to the people who helped you get where you are. Yeah, and to just remember that it's not just the big names on screen. It's not just the Harrison Fords and so interesting to see. But I'm glad that we caught that in the news. And in gaming news, God of War Ragnarok fans, hear me now. So there is a new update. New Game Plus is the name of it, right? Where players can start a new campaign with most of their gear, their items, their enchantments, and their upgrades from their last game. So there's also new armor, new enchantments, and a new level cap. So this update is free. So if you enjoyed God of War Ragnarok, maybe start a new campaign with all of your goodies. Most with a lot of your goodies, which is always something that I want to do. It's like when you go from game to game and you beat the game and you reach to this level and then you have to start over in the new game and it's having to relearn things. So I might need to check this upgrade out. Hey, if you're a fan, if you like the game, you might want to check it out too.
Sherlock Holmes The Awakened is going to be a game coming to PS4, PS5, the Xboxes, the Switches on April 11th.
All the things.
Yeah, all the things. It has released its official launch trailer, and that game is going to be following Sherlock Holmes and Watson, and they're going to be investigating and stopping the Cthulhu cult.
Okay, so Sherlock Holmes Cthulhu crossover.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, let's talk about some movies that are releasing next week.
So Renfield is going to be releasing Friday, April 14th to theaters. That is the vampire movie that has Nicolas Cage, and it has a human who is either getting his victims or alerting his victims that he's coming or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. It seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was interested in it. That's right, but I'm not going to watch it because it's rated R.
Yeah, but
it looks silly.
It's a silly rated R.
So it's probably bloody.
So yeah. But yes, did you say Dracula? It is Dracula.
I said vampire.
Right. So Dracula and his intern, from what I can tell, seems cool. Suzume is also releasing in the theaters Friday, April 14th, and this is about a 17-year-old girl who helps a guy close dangerous doors to different dimensions. So you have baddies on the other side of doors, and Suzume, I'm assuming is the girl, is helping to close those doors to help save our world. Japan, which is a part of our world.
Cocaine Bear is coming to Peacock on Friday, April 14th.
And next up, that's okay. It's okay.
It scrolled way past.
Just so TV shows that are releasing next week. Let's talk about them.
Renovations, April 12th is coming. Renovations is coming to Disney Plus on April 12th. Is the correct way to say that
There you go.
sentence. That is a show that follows Jeremy Renner, where he will be, and it was recorded prior to his accident, where he will, it's like doing good around neighborhoods, and I think he's checking out people who are also doing good.
Yeah.
It's just like a feel-good sort of show.
Yeah, renovations, like inspiration and renovating, like breathing life into communities and stuff like that.
I don't know. Are you asking me?
I don't know. I don't know either. I was just saying things. But sounds like a cool show. We're probably going to check out an episode or two, maybe. And Titans final season, that's going to be season 4, is dropping on HBO Max. So fans, I mean, if you didn't know, now you know. It's going to be the final season of Titans. This is going to drop April 14th, next Friday, on HBO Max.
And Rugrats season 2 is going to be coming to Paramount Plus on April 14th.
And that'll do it. That'll do it. A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
So this has been your weekly dose of nerd news. Hey, if you like what you saw, be sure to let us know. Give us a like. Maybe even subscribe. We have more of this stuff coming to you. And yes, hit that notification bell so that you know when we are dropping our next episode. But outside of that, we're going to catch you next week for even more nerdiness. Man, can you imagine even more? There was a lot this week.
Chock full of nerdiness.
Be like an hour long. But yes, we'll catch you next week for even more of this good stuff. Until then, I'm Chasen.
And I'm Air Bear.
Thanks for watching.
Clink.
I still have water left. We need to get more of these big mugs.
Big old mug.
I'm going to keep all of this in.